welcome back to The Watchmen, where we are watching Avatar The Last Airbender, and you're watching The Watchmen. My name is Jack Trahan, and I'm here with my brother Riley, who is watching this show for the first time. Riley.
I've only seen
four episodes. We've done two
four
videos.
episodes, that's how we're going to say it? Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. I've seen 4 episodes so far. Pretty good so far. I mean, of course, as an animation fan, as well as a fan of many different directors and films from that honor kind of mostly Japanese martial art tradition, although I've branched out a little bit from there, but not enough to say I really know much. But, a lot of people over the course of my life have been like, hey, I think you'd like Avatar. And I've been like, I'm sure I would. And then I continue to ignore that recommendation. So I'm glad that we're here doing it finally. I'm glad you have Clockwork Orange style pinned me to a chair and forced me to...
the key was to turn it into content. That's how to fool you into doing it.
You're like, Riley, it's work. And suddenly I'm like, oh, okay, well, if it's work, then we should do it.
Well, yeah. I'm excited to get into it. I think the first 2 episodes, were sort of a 2-part pilot, and I think they did a good enough job at establishing characters. And then the last video, which is about to go up as we're recording this, that one we went into the Southern Air Temple where Aang grew up, and we saw... What was the other one that you do? I can check right here. And then we saw the Warriors of Kyoshi, of course, on Kyoshi Island, where Aang had all those fangirls. So going into these next 2 episodes, Riley, do you have any thoughts, expectations, hopes, or dreams about what the show might get into going forward?
So doing a little bit of the research to set up the behind-the-scenes stuff for this project, I know that there are 3 seasons.
Yeah, sure.
And that they're each named after an element that isn't air.
Right.
Which made sense once I saw it, sure, he already knows air. Yeah, got it. So I expect... I don't know. It feels like he's got to start learning waterbend. Just having a basic idea of what the show's about. I expect him to learn waterbending. You feel like we've gone a long time
without learning any actual waterbending?
Or at least introducing the idea that he's going to have to learn, that's, I'm waiting for that.
That hasn't even been discussed.
Other shoe to drop.
That's fair. Well, these next 2 episodes that we're going to get into this time, episode 5, what we're about to watch, is called The King of Omashu.
Mm-hmm.
And episode 6 is called Ominously Imprisoned.
Oh. Let me ask you this. When we do get to the part where Aang has to learn water bending, do you want to take an over-under on how many Avatar The Way of Water jokes I'm going to make?
I'm surprised it's as low as it's been so far. Well,
I've been playing that new video game. I've enjoyed it.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're liking Avatar Far Cry. I hear the Avatar The Last Airbender video game was not good. So, you picked the right one there.
It was an awful tough time for video game adaptations from other IP, right? That was when the Godfather video game attempt happened. That was when they started trying to do James Bond games that weren't based on movies.
Sure.
It was a time when people thought all you needed from the IP for a video game was recognizable sprites, and that definitely wasn't the appeal. So yeah, I'm not surprised to hear the Last Airbender video game maybe wasn't great, but who knows? The Netflix, they're frothy for getting into the video game space, right? So maybe this will be the trick.
All right. Well,
it seems like it should be doable, right? To give you martial arts powers and BioShock style.
Well, yeah, I think that's part of what's so frustrating about it is it feels like it's such a cool idea. It taps into such a primal I think this is why it works so well as a children's show too. It's even as a little kid, it taps into something, and you're like, yeah, this makes sense.
Right, for sure. And we got a little bit into the history of it in those first couple episodes, right? And make it an Airbender or an Avatar that's not Aang, right? Just borrow the fighting style that everybody likes in mainstream video games right now, right? The Batman Arkham / Spider-Man style of punching guys, and then just instead of webs or batarangs, give you the ability to throw water at people. That'd
It
be
feels like it
sick as
should be
hell.
a solved problem, but
Yeah, agreed.
anyway, enough stalling.
Maybe I need to watch more than 4 episodes of the show to understand why that isn't doable. So
That's a
yeah,
great
let's
point.
get into it.
All right, let me switch us over here.
Sokka and I, we're your family now.
I really am the last airbender.
I wonder how often he's gonna go Super Saiyan like that.
Yeah, I think we've gotten it twice so far in 4 episodes, so not
Right.
the rarest thing.
Grow a mustache?
This is one of the first episodes I remember watching when I was a young kid,
So
actually.
itchy. How do you live
I
in
like
this
his
stuff?
disguise a lot.
It's a good disguise.
Great! Now you look just like my grandfather.
This plan is flawless. Is it
The people here are the friendliest in the world.
because he has the arrow on his head? Everyone would see that and instantly go, he's the Avatar? Like, just don't bring it up, I would assume.
Oh, my cabbages!
That's a bummer.
Just keep smiling.
Yeah, I think he's pretty identifiable as an air nomad, which is a pretty strange sight these days.
Name's Bonzu, Pippin Pedalopsicopolis the third, and these are my grandkids.
Hi, June Pippin Paddleopsicopolis. Nice to meet you.
Nice. Way to stay on that.
Like a responsible young lady. See that your grandfather stays out of trouble. Enjoy your mashu.
We will.
Yeah, no, Katara's quick on her feet for how much of a goody two-shoes she is.
You're a strong young boy. Show some respect for the elderly and carry your grandfather's bag.
Good idea.
I feel like Sokka's kind of always getting dumped on.
Definitely, especially early on. I think a lot of the characters get more depth to them as they get figured out a bit more.
Oh, hold on.
It's too late, idiot. We're past your 2 big
Yeah,
doors.
There's definitely no way the guard could open the door back up and be like, hey, excuse me.
No takebacks.
There are no take-backsies in my kingdom.
Miles and miles of tubes and chutes. Earthbending brings the packages up, and gravity brings them down.
First bit of earthbending we're seeing.
Yeah, so they can just move
But my
stone.
friend Boomy found a better use for these chutes.
Look around you. What do you see?
The mail
So Boomy's gonna be like super
They'll
old
see
now.
what they want you to see. You gotta open your brain to the possibilities.
Well, I mean, if he's even alive, this was 100 years ago.
The world's
Not to be
greatest
dark.
super slide.
Yeah, I guess I don't know how old people live to be in this world. I like this kid's style, though.
He looks like he'd be Aang's friend.
One ride, then we're off to the North
And that he'd
Pole.
come up with this idea.
Airbender's honor.
Yeah. No, that kid seems like he's the Bam Margera of the Earth Kingdom.
This never seemed like a practical way to deliver spears.
Yeah, I might at least not put him pointy end downhill.
Right, like, or a corkum or something.
Nice little Dukes of Hazzard move there. Okay,
Oh.
so maybe this is too much of a hard magic question. Oh,
Hmm.
I hope this guy's pot doesn't get destroyed.
Aw!
Oh no! So like the Earthbenders, they can call up the stones from downstairs to upstairs,
Mhm.
right? But Aang is an airbender, so he can blow the stone around.
He could, yeah. I think that's fair.
You're gonna pay for
Man,
this!
this cabbage dude is having a rough day.
2 cabbages,
Um,
please.
Just trying to figure out. I guess like.
I think that would be a lot harder for him than it would be for an
Okay, yeah.
Earthbender
I'm
to
trying to
do it.
define the barriers of. Oh boy, it's Bam. Step on his nuts with a pogo stick.
It's a really good voice.
Throw them.
A feast.
Oh, I hope you
This
like
is-
your chicken with no skin.
Thanks, but I don't eat
Awful.
How about you? I bet you like meat.
the odd hovering the Loki-esque crown.
He's a king. He's the king of Amashu.
Yeah, but he's kind of like Theoden before Gandalf works him out.
Guess it's time to hit the hay.
Oh shit!
No.
Not the chicken attack.
Airbender in our presence, and not
Yeah, Aang, just get hit in the face with a chicken wing.
It's not that bad.
Respect all life and don't run with your spears. We'll see you next time.
That was a good effort.
He got pretty far.
let us.
And if he airbended him, he could probably... Man, again with the puns, this guy.
Trouble. This guy is nuts. Tomorrow, the Avatar will face 3 deadly challenges. But for now,
Okay.
the gods will show you number, but we really should number them. Take them to the refurbished chamber that was once bad.
I hope it's pretty nice now. That'd be good and funny.
This is a
Yeah.
prison cell? But it's so nice.
He did say it was newly refurbished.
Nice or not, we're prisoners.
I need you to find Appa and bust us out of here.
This is the most realistic depiction of having a pet I've seen on a TV show.
Katara? Where are my friends?
The king will free them if you complete your challenges.
And if I fail?
He didn't say.
Tar, what do you think of my new outfit?
I love it.
Honest opinion. Also known as creeping crystal. It's crystal that grows remarkably fast. By nightfall, your friends will be completely covered in it.
Oh, no.
Terrifying, really. Would you mind fetching it for me?
Cool jumps, very good.
He's nothing if not nimble.
Now, oh, okay, little air bubble around the old head for breathing? No.
Well, I think he tried, but it got
Climbing
sort of.
the ladder. No one's thought of that before.
How many people do you test this way? I thought this was because he was the Avatar.
I'm sure any chance he finds. I mean, he built all these rooms.
He's got this whole, dungeon for it. He had to earthbend this whole thing out. Ugh. That seems good, Aang.
Keep diving head in. It seems I've lost my pet Flopsy.
Come here, Flapsy.
Oh, man, Aang. You should have grabbed that bunny quicker, my dude. You could have been out of here.
Wait a minute. Flopsy?
Is he a really big bunny rabbit?
The animals in this show are a little strange. We'll
Yeah, right.
get into it.
Oh, Sokka's got his on upside down.
Come on, I'm ready for the next challenge.
I love this guy's enthusiasm.
Your final test is a duel.
It's time to
Duel. All right, Rai, which one are you taking?
Point and
Uh-huh.
choose.
Oh, these are the 2 choices?
So you're
Can he point to the old man?
choose
That's probably gonna be what he does.
you.
Yeah.
Wrong choice.
Oh, he's like the Mandarin.
A ripped old man? That's the worst type of person you can fight in a martial arts thing.
Yeah, they're always gonna get you.
Basically doomed.
Especially if they can control stone. And he's all yoked and huge. Like the bad guys in a video game where you're like, "Ugh, I'm gonna have to do something fancy to take this guy down."
There are no take-backsies in my kingdom.
That's a good law.
You might need this.
Is that a law?
I mean, he's the king.
Alright, at least you get your stick back.
Typical airbender tactic. Avoid and evade. Oh, you'll have to be a little more creative than that.
Alright, alright. This is a strategy. Oof,
Did
doof.
someone leave the windows open? It feels a little drafty in here.
Man, Andy talks shit.
Yeah. He's got some moves here, too. Oh,
Well, there's something.
I like that now this guy's like fighting on a skateboard. Yeah, I feel like Aang's cool thing is he's got to learn how to like flip it, you know? Like he doesn't seem to be very into the offense, but I feel like that he's got to learn how to use your own momentum against you. He's like, if I just suck all the oxygen out of the air. There we go. There we go.
Answer this one question, and I will set your friends free. What is my name?
Bam Margera.
I got it!
Yeah?
He's an earthbender, right? Rocky! You know, because of all the rocks.
We're gonna keep
Amazing.
trying, but that is a good backup.
Okay, so back to the challenges. I solved the
shit.
question the same way
Loki?
I solved the challenges. As
The
you
Prince
said
of
a long
Lies?
time ago, I had to open my brain to the possibilities. Boomy, you're a mad genius.
Oh, hey, it's good to see you. Yeah. Who are you calling old? Okay,
Boomy, you're 112.
First of all, it's pretty fun messing with people.
Definitely agree, Boomy. Love that energy.
And you have a difficult task ahead. You'll need your friends to help you defeat the Fire Nation.
All right. I mean, you're the best earthbender in the world, apparently. Can you read me in on some stuff here before I leave?
My cabbages!
That guy cannot catch a break.
Him and Sokka both. There we go.
All right, pretty good.
Episode 5. A little bit more of a less important one than maybe some of the others, but still fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, Boomy's a bit of a fan favorite.
Is he gonna come back?
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
All right.
Only time will tell. All right, yeah.
Anyone. But I believe Aang can save the world.
That dope.
He's a goofball, but the fate of the world is in his hands.
On average.
It'd be pretty wild if it wasn't, right? Like if it turned out at the end Sokka was the Avatar or something.
I think that's what Game of Thrones is about.
That is what Game of Thrones is about. You're right.
According to legend, you need to first master water, then earth, then fire, right?
Oh, okay. So there's an order. That's why he couldn't just.
I wasn't
learn
sure if we had
earthbending
covered
from his-
that before, but yeah,
from his buddy.
the monks told him to do it in order.
And some rock-shaped nuts. That might just be rocks.
I think that's
Yeah, what's a rock-shaped nut?
What was that?
Whoa, jeez, Momo.
Stop
Put that
doing
rock
whatever
away,
you're doing.
man. More earthbenders.
Earthbender.
Let's go meet him.
I don't think this guy wants to be our friend, yo.
Nice to meet you!
I just wanted to say hi.
Hey, that guy's gotta be running somewhere. Maybe we're near a village. And I
Oh,
bet that
great
village
idea.
has a...
You know how when people flee from you, they're often receptive to you running after them?
Hi, Mom. Where have you been, Haru? You're late. Get started on your chores.
Hey, you're that kid.
Can you please leave me alone? My mom is already on my
I'm
ass.
confused with some other kid.
No, she doesn't. We saw you earthbending.
Aang.
They...
Always funny. Never not a good bit.
What do you want? I've already paid you this.
Fire. It's sometimes so hard to control.
I mean, isn't that supposed to be your whole thing? I get that they're shaking him
He's
down.
threatening
but,
her.
like, yeah, no, I do understand the scenario. But...
It's just weird to threaten someone with like, I'm just so bad at my job.
Right, yeah.
5 years. Fire Lord Ozai uses our town's coal mines to fuel his ships.
They're thugs. They steal from us.
That makes sense.
And everyone here is too much of a coward to do anything about it.
Yeah, right. You need some 7 samurai. I got it. I'm just saying, it looks like you've got 4 samurai already.
We're more than halfway there.
Yeah.
They could take Haru away, like they took his father.
That's tough shit.
Yeah, this is already some crazy stuff for ostensibly a Nickelodeon's children cartoon.
That is something we should check in with every once in a while, right? Oh, nice. Glad Appa's out. Wait, is Appa in disguise? Is that a fake beard?
No, I think it's just food.
Just munching.
Snackies.
It's funny, the way you were talking back in the store, it reminded me of him.
Thanks.
My father.
Smooth. Always tell girls they remind you of your dad.
After the attack, they rounded up my father and every other earthbender and took them away. We haven't seen them since.
So that's
Probably
why
dead,
you're
man.
earthbending.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure plot-wise, he's not, but like...
See this necklace? My mother gave it to me.
It's beautiful.
Was
The
she
last
also
mermaid
taken
on the fire
hostage?
mission raid.
Oh!
This necklace is all I have left.
This is called trauma bonding, and it is not a healthy way to start a relationship.
It is a good brooding spot, though. I'm glad he took it.
Oh. Great view. Alright, dude.
I'm so old.
Classic fucking railroad problem here. What are you gonna do?
It's not worth.
Just do a little one.
There's no one around to see
Just
you.
a
It's the
little
only
one.
way.
You don't have to go all nuts. Just like pick it up a little bit off him so I can slide him out here.
He's getting the nuts.
Yeah, it's a big one. He did a big one.
Haru, you did it.
Now this old man's gonna be like, he's a witch!
No, that would be rude.
That's always the way.
We'll be eating fireballs for breakfast. Good night.
I'd rather eat fireballs than nuts.
Good night.
But you wouldn't, though.
Given the actual choice.
That's the Earthbender.
Ah, fuck this guy. See, I knew it. Never trust the old. Greatest generation, my ass.
Tara, there's a pump.
I was gonna laugh really hard if she used the pump. Snatched up your kid, huh?
The old man turned him into the Fire Nation. It's all my fault. I forced him into earthbending.
A lot of it is that old man's fault.
Because they're going to arrest me for earthbending.
Can you earthbend?
I thought you were crazy at first, Katara, but this might work.
Yeah,
This seems...
just relax. You're taking
Dang, you're gonna
fun
fuck
out of
this up, man.
Intentionally being...
This just seems like overly complex, because wouldn't they just also arrest them for doing their kind of bending?
I said earthbending style.
I like that she's declaring her fighting style type.
That's the proper form.
I was really worried they were gonna arrest Momo.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to get out.
Nah, he's pretty clueless. Good thing that the prison is next to all this water.
Well, kind of exactly. Because they think she's an earthbender.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
So I think that's part of why she had to pretend to be an earthbender. They probably might have taken her to a different location.
Put her on a train otherwise.
Normal architecture.
Katara knows what she's doing.
Yeah, that's just how they make stuff look. It's not scary to them.
It's cultural.
Earthbenders, it is my pleasure to welcome you aboard my modest shipyard.
Is this George Takei?
You better believe it's George Takei.
I prefer to think of you not as prisoners, but as honored guests.
Is he just gonna do one ep?
Come to think of me.
I believe I think this is the only voice he does in the show, yeah.
He just pops in to be a prison warden. Incredible.
He actually just got announced for the live-action cast as well, but it's a different character, so I'm going to not spoil that.
Okay, well, I look forward to it.
You are miles
no rocks
away
to
from any
bend.
rock or earth. So,
They know what
if
they're
you have
doing.
any illusions about him,
This is like when they put Magneto in that plastic prison.
Just like it.
Now, could she learn earthbending?
No. She is a waterbender.
Right. I
It's
didn't
not
know
like
if
if she learns the technique, she could switch or something like that. You have
Well, 'cause
one
I knew-
you can do.
Yeah, I knew Aang's whole thing was he was going to do all 4. I didn't know if, like, you could learn 2
No, you only
or
get
something.
one.
Here.
It's my fault you were captured.
If you get any.
I came to rescue you.
Right.
So, you... Come on. There's someone I want you to meet.
It's my cellmate.
This is my father, Tyro.
Oh, well, that
Dad?
makes sense.
This is Katara.
It's
This
an honor
operation
to
just
meet
got a
you.
lot more complicated.
Have some dinner, Katara.
I can't imagine we're going to be allowed to leave Dad behind.
It's still pretty bad, though.
It's prison food, Katara.
She's like 14.
Well, she should have thought of that before she got herself incarcerated.
She has an escape plan.
The Warden is a ruthless man, and he won't stand for any rebellion.
Yeah, like...
But we're powerless.
We'll see about that.
It's almost as if the carnal state is designed to take power away from a man.
Earthbenders!
She's just like, I got
You
this.
don't know me, but I know of you. Every child in my water tribe village was rocked to sleep with stories of the brave Earth Kingdom and the courageous Earthbenders who guard its...
Sniper's gonna take out Katara.
So remember your courage, Earthbenders. Let us fight for our freedom!
They're like, yeah, cool, but there's literally nothing for us to earthbend around here. So, like, could you maybe flip our boat over or something with your water powers?
Yeah, that's true. She did confess to being water tribe there.
That's weird. She's an earthbender from the water tribe?
tell me exactly what you saw.
Well, sir, it looked like a flying bison.
What?
It was a giant flying buffalo, sir, with an empty saddle.
Which was it? A buffalo or a bison?
I'm not sure what the difference is, but that's not really the point, is it, sir?
I'll decide what the point is, fool.
You must not fail me, Admiral Piet.
For that, they need some kind of earth or some rock. Something they can bend.
But this entire place is made of metal.
Do we still have those rock nuts?
Hell yeah.
Haru, my guy. Time to lead your own uprising.
Look at these blank, hopeless faces.
I've been systematically breaking them for decades.
But you still believe in them. How sweet. You failed.
Hell yeah.
Show no mercy.
All right.
Party time, fellas. Now throw those hot rocks back at them. It does seem wild that the fire people can just auto-generate fire.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you. Everybody else, like, needs to have the thing to use it.
That's good.
Yeah, I love that move. That whole little animation is probably a great example of them copying reference footage.
I hear cowards
Yeah.
float.
For saving us.
All it took was a little coal.
Me and my hunky dad.
Katara. It was you.
My chiseled ass dad.
Thank you for helping me find my
It's like 7 feet tall. My God.
I never thought I'd see him again. I only wish there was some way.
Yeah, man, we're toppling an empire.
My mother's necklace. It's gone.
Oh no. Wait, he wasn't even here.
No, I mean, he probably heard that the Avatar was here and showed up.
Directed by Dave Filoni.
Oh yeah, baby. Loads of episodes are directed by Dave Filoni.
Look at him, making a name for himself, cutting his teeth on the old...
Yeah, they're gonna give him this crazy space show later. So there you go. There was episodes 5 and 6. How you feeling? When I asked you what you were hoping for, why didn't you say George Takei as a prison warden?
I should have. I didn't know that I could ask for so much. Otherwise, I definitely would have put that out there.
Or Dave Filoni directing George Takei as a prison warden.
Yeah, fun stuff all around. This is good. We're I get it. We've got to get through the Earth Kingdom before we get to the North Pole.
That's geography for you.
Yeah, so we're on our way, and I'm sure that there's going to be a lot more fun adventures on the way. I like that we're kind of getting a sense of the rot or destruction that the Fire Nation has sort of brought to everybody, so we get a good establishment of here's definitely why our good guys are the good guys and our bad guys are not the good guys.
Definitely focus on that a bit more in this last episode. I think it's fair to say that you didn't get exactly what you were asking for in terms of more of the sort of deep lore of the series.
Yeah, but I'm sure we'll get there. But yeah, that is definitely my big interest, is just in general, I like to have the lore stuff. So yeah, I'm excited to find out more about how it all works. Obviously, I had a lot of questions this time, so I'm looking forward to it.
You mentioned you think Aang needs to learn to take the energy and sort of redirect it. Or use
but
it
even right after
foes.
I said that, he used that in the fight against his buddy there.
I think that's an interesting point, and we talked a little bit in the last video about how the different bending styles are based on different forms of martial arts.
Right.
And since we are in the water book, it seems like an appropriate time to tell you, since you brought it up. Waterbending is based on Tai Chi.
Okay.
And that is the thing in Tai Chi,
is
to use your opponent's force against them. So I think that's a real waterbending type maneuver that you're talking about. And as Aang learns more of it, maybe he'll start incorporating that into his airbending more.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Like I said, I'm looking forward to it. We're still early days, so I don't want to start speculating too much or going off the rails too much. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I like the martial arts stuff. It looks really cool. Like you were saying, the reference footage use, I think, really enhances some of the fight scenes, some of the choreography. So yeah, it's been cool so far.
Awesome. Well, still stoked to be going through it with you, and I gotta say, I'm excited for the next two. So if you're not subscribed and you're watching this, be sure to subscribe so you can catch those ones and all the future episodes as we get into it, because
yeah, you don't want to miss a thing.
The show's only going up in quality past year.
Heck yeah. The Avatar. No promises about our show.
That's a great point. Thank you all so much for watching. If you want the full reactions, make sure to go behind the paywall at NIHF.com. And yeah, don't forget to tune in next time to hear.
Sure.
Bye.